Aquarius, welcome to Hype Man Messages. I'm Alvin. If you don't know me, this is going to be a message for Aquarius. I'm recording this on December 17th. My intention is to give you some updates on what you're going to feel astrologically during the big conjunction, the big North Star, which is Saturn and Jupiter conjuncting, which means they're going to be next to each other, like 0.01 degree apart. Last time they were in a line was 20 years ago. Last time they were this close was like the 12th century, like 1212. So shits are going to change. These planets are moving into the sign of Aquarius, which is your sign, right? So your sign is the sign of social media, the sign of popularity, the sign of spotlight, the sign of social life, the sign of humanitarians, rights, equal rights, LGBTQ rights. All those things are going to come to light. Collectively, everyone is going to be in the spotlight. Collectively, everybody is going to go through a glow up. You always go through a glow up because you're already in the spotlight, or you choose to put yourself in the spotlight. Or naturally, you just are in the spotlight, right? You like the attention. You're naturally born that way. So with this big emphasis, a lot of people are going to be in the spotlight. A lot of political aspects are going to change too, because a lot of people are going to start seeing equality, and I don't mean like, LGBTQ rights, which is a big emphasis, but feminine rights and equal rights for all, and what we've done to the planet since we've been in COVID and hibernation, like the pluses from it. But everyone is going to be progressive. 2021 is going to be weird, just like 2020 was. It's going to be weird but progressive. We're actually going to make moves and do things. We're going to get up out of our beds and our couches and actually make things happen with what we have and what has changed, because we're in a whole different world. For Aquariuses, what personally for you, how this is going to affect you astrologically from the 21st on, that's what this reading is for. It's going to be fun, lucky, but lessons will hurt. You're going to, at one point you're going to feel like, oh my God, why me? But the sooner you understand the lesson, the better you can get through it. You will be going through some lessons, so start teaching yourself. You see a lesson coming in, okay, I taught myself, let me keep going, because it's gonna hurt. But it's gonna be super fun for you from the 21st all through next year. It's gonna be a lucky time for you. And as soon as you start teaching yourself that you don't need people in order to feel good, like you don't need those likes, you don't need to post that picture, because that instant gratification is not what you need. It's your first nature. Your ego is just to be like, I want to be in the spotlight. You're naturally walking in the room and you light up the room. So you don't need the likes because you already have them there, with or without the post, with or without the attention. And as soon as you can teach yourself and you understand that you don't need people in order to feel good, you will get through your lessons much, much quicker and enjoy your already given spotlight. But now you're gonna have to share the spotlight with the rest of us, because these two planets going into Aquarius is like a big deal. Like, it's needed. Like, everyone's gonna be on a whole different shift. We're all gonna be on your level, put it like that. Perfect time for collaborations. I'm gonna use the Oracle of E. I'll pull 3 messages. Oracle messages, take what resonates, let the rest flow. 333 on the clock. I'm gonna take those and we'll see what we get. I know what that is. From scratch. You're starting something from scratch. You're doing something from scratch. You hit the jackpot. So, like I said, it's going to be fun, lucky, and lessons will hurt. You're doing something from scratch. So this is from the energy from the 21st on. You're working on a project. Perfect. You hit the jackpot. You're about to hit the jackpot with this project, with this idea, with money, with love, like literally everything, right? Got an Owie. This is from the Bob Marley song. I think everything's gonna be all right. It references that song. Anyway, the subliminal message in this card is that everything will be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. If you know that song, then you'll know what that references. But this deck's a little weird. And psst, hey you. This is tapping you on the back, like saying, hey, Spirit has your back. There's somebody behind you that's about to tap you. That, don't put your guard up. Just know that there's always somebody there behind you, supporting you in whatever direction it is that you want to go into. You hit the jackpot here, and you're definitely starting a new project from scratch, or something from scratch. whether it's your life or love or what you think love is. That's also the emphasis for Capricorn. Their big emphasis, and a couple other signs like Cancers too, like what you thought love was or how you thought love is not the case anymore. That's not, where did all the way, anyway, it's not the case. You know, it's like you have a new thought process on love. You know what you thought you wanted in a relationship is no longer what you really want, because you realize you don't need it. It's not real. It's not real life. You know the difference between fantasy and reality, and fiction and nonfiction, and what your needs are and what you want to have and what you prefer to have. Right? Let's pull some tarot. Messages do we have for the sign of Aquarius? Take whatever messages resonates, let the rest flow. There might be one message, there might be one situation. I see the Empress, someone's gonna be sitting pretty, something's ending. That's a bad shuffle. Give me a better shuffle. Messages for Aquarius. Success, victory, Four of Wands. Hard work, mastering your craft. Mastering your craft. Maybe it's something you started from scratch. You're gonna hit the jackpot on, but you mastered it. You put a lot of hard work and effort into it. The more hard work and effort you put into it, the more you'll get back. Four of Wands, victory. This could be a wedding, but it also means a celebration. You're having something to celebrate for. There's a celebration. There's a party going on. There is something that's victorious. It just means victorious, and it's mastering your craft, hard work. You put hard work and sweat into what you have, into what you do, and it's going to be victorious. Knight of Swords. Action, defending your beliefs. You might be arguing with somebody about a work situation, you know, or you might be fighting with yourself about, you know, should I put this much effort and this much work into it? You definitely should, because it's paying off. Whatever effort you put in here, whatever self-doubt you have here, or you could be fighting with a business partner or a relationship partner. You put a lot of hard work into something that's going to be victorious. If you're in a relationship and you're in Aquarius and you might be fighting with your partner, it's just part of the work. It's part of the work, and it will end up, it's your happily ever after there. You know, the fighting has to take place. If you're not in a relationship, then this is saying like you're battling someone, or you're battling yourself. You don't make impulsive decisions, because you put too much hard work into whatever the situation is for you to make an impulsive decision. Like, think it out. Think it out. Like, it's a fun, lucky time. Learn your lessons. Your lessons are gonna hurt, but it's all gonna be victorious there. Message we have for Aquarius. Fantasy and illusion. Do you know the difference between what's fantasy and what's illusion? Do you know the difference between is your intuition on point? Are you listening to your subconscious? Are you subconsciously putting out what you don't want? Are you in it? Did something not go your way emotionally and you're kind of down and depressed about it? Let's get more information about this one. Tell me, how should we perceive this card? You get one card. How should we perceive this card? You could be dealing with a Pisces here. I don't know if an Aquarius can be with a Pisces. How should you perceive this card? The Emperor. You need to be a leader. You need to put your emotions aside, and you need to be a leader figure. This is also card can be cold. This is also the Aries card. You just want to be direct. You want to be a leader. The leader sits on his throne. He does not run around. You don't see the emperor. You don't see the emperor running around. You don't see the empress running around, doing things, doing duties, taking care of the wife and the kids. And no, the emperor sits on his throne, and people come to him. They do what he asks. Time to be the leader. Time to put the big boy pants on. But there is an emphasis on illusion. There's an emphasis. This could be like, do you know what it's like to sit up here? Or do you have an idea of what it's like to sit up here? Don't let that get to your head. That can be a lesson that you learn. Your ego gets too high. You sit on this pedestal that you're not ready for, because all the planets are going into Aquarius, and it's gonna be overwhelming. Everyone's gonna be on your level, so you're not the only one that's gonna be up there. How are we not seeing this card? What's the underlying message? What are we not seeing here? What's the underlying message? Page of Pentacles. It's a lesson. Learning new forms of income. You're gonna have to take the big boy seat in, and this might be in something, keep your emotions out, know the difference between reality and fantasy. You're learning new forms of income. You have to physically go to school. You might be learning something. You might want to be going to school. You have ambition. You have some sense of desire here. But this is at an amateur level. So that's the underlying message, what you're not seeing here. So you have to learn something. Whatever this is about fantasy and reality and taking the big boy seat, it's a lesson. If it's in a relationship, I mostly do, exploration readings, like about you and yourself, and like make your mind think. I don't really do love because that's not how I learn tarot. It's a learning phase here. This is the Pisces, right? Learn the difference between fantasy and reality, illusions and what's real, and in your mind, right? So if your mind is talking to you, this isn't a card about emotions. Listen to your heart. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Do things with passion. Do things with emotion, because that makes you more passionate about it. And then if you're sitting on this throne, I hope you're passionate about what you're doing. Yeah. Let's get one more message here. Another message for Aquarius. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Abundance. Ultimate financial support. Abundance there. What are you abundant about? It's five of wands. So you're fighting with people. You're having to defend yourself. There's rivalry. There's competition. So there's competition about what you want. Maybe there's competition in a person or an opportunity, or a competition at work, because finances is Pentacles. One more card here. What are they rivaling? Another learning lesson. The Hierophant could be dealing with a Taurus. Okay, so there is some rivalry, there's some competition, that you could also be competing with yourself or battling yourself and your inner beliefs on what you want abundance to be. If you physically if there's competition about a job here, it's supposed to be a learning lesson. Seek a spiritual advisor. You have two high leaders here, very spiritual leaders here. Seek guidance, just like kind of give into spirit. Let your intuition be on point. Learn this another lesson here. If you're battling, if there's something at work and there's rivalry and competition, there's some form of lesson that you need to learn here. So don't get ahead of yourself, right? Lessons. That's what I'm going to call your reading. Lucky lessons. There you go. Sorry, I'm just writing this because I'll forget. And then lucky lessons here. So abundance is here. Your happiness is here. Who are you battling? What are you fighting for? Who's your competition? Everyone's going to be Aquarius' competition, because now we're all about to level up to you with this planetary alignment. FYI, we're all going to be up there. You're not going to be the only one on social media popping off. Just saying. You're not. Go watch the other readings. There's some signs here that are going to be popping. Capricorn. I'm not even going to name them. I want to pull a clarifier for this. Who are you fighting here? Who are you fighting with here? You're playing the victim. You're playing the victim. Ooh, that's your lesson. Don't play the fucking victim. Don't play the victim. See things from all sides. Oh, what's an outcome for this? Ooh, you're going to get your heart broken. There's going to be a third-party situation. This is a lesson. Now you know. Okay? Abundance, happiness, joy. Can be love too. Don't play the victim. Or someone here is playing the victim card, and they're going to be heartbroken, and it's going to be a lesson learned. This is the professor, the teacher, the learner. In this sense here, I'm seeing it like a lesson. Like, this guy's teaching you a lesson. You're looking up at him like, damn, man, now you taught me a lesson. And I just said that for Aquarius is like, start teaching yourself that you don't need people in order to feel good, because someone's going to break your heart. You're going to be playing the victim, and it's going to be another lesson. Know the difference between fantasy and reality. If you want to take that big boy seat and the head honcho, the alpha of the relationship, of the partnership, of your business, are you prepared for that? Do you need to learn something? Do you need to go back and just kind of brush up on something? Is there something that you need to touch up on? Maybe like if it's a business or if it's financially focused, like maybe you need to learn how to use the books before someone hands you the book in order to handle the P&L, so that you can maximize productivity while like generating revenue while maximizing productivity. If you don't know what that is, then you shouldn't be sitting at the top. If you don't know what you want in a relationship, like I said, lessons, learn them, then it's gonna end bad. But whatever it is that you're putting hard work into, again, this you're arguing with somebody who it'll be victorious as long as you put your hard work and effort into it. But there will be lessons for you. You will have lessons. I'm gonna pull an animal spirit. Let's pull animal spirit. What animal spirit is walking alongside you during this time? What animal spirit is walking alongside you? Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Ferocious lion is walking next to you. Be thankful for what you have. Be generous of spirit. Be thankful for what you have. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Ooh, see? Watch your words. Parrot spirit, they repeat everything you say. It's a pretty card though. All the colors, it's nice. And peacock spirit, let it shine. You're gonna shine. You're gonna shine, but watch how much you shine. Bring that ego down, right? And then be generous and be grateful for what you have. Don't overdo it. Don't overcompensate. Don't overthink. Don't over glow up. Like I said, you're gonna have competition. I hope this message resonates with you, Aquarius. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.